Hello, Metrocon. Oh my gosh. How I have missed you. Okay, who here now? We did the math. 11 years ago. You weren't even born. What are you talking about?
27.
Oh, well, you were born. Happy birthday. Who was here? Really? Were you really? Like what? Like 10 or 15 guys? I have missed you guys so much. And you know what? I'm not really much of a stage guy, so I'm just gonna come down there, okay?
I know that. I know that trick.
Now let's keep our fingers crossed that this cable's long enough. For me to get close to you. Ooh, wait.
I like your
This is
pants.
good.
Oh, wow.
It's real. It's good stuff. Uh-oh, hit a snag. That's all right. Are you guys having a good time? I am so tempted to crawl underneath there and find another mic cable. And extend the mic cable. I just came from the Star Trek Vegas convention, the big Star Trek convention in Vegas right now. Any Star Trek fans out there? I love you. So yeah, I was there just for a couple of days, but I have been so excited to get here. I came in last night, and man, I love this show. And the last time I was here, it was so much smaller, and you guys have grown, and you look great, and I love you massively. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. There's my boy, Thomas. Stand up, Thomas. Stand up. You know why I want him to stand up, right? Because you can see him, unlike the other Edward Elric, where you wouldn't see him, even if he was standing. No, hey, when I saw him today, what did I tell you to tell people you were cosplaying as? Dream Edward. This is the way Ed sees himself in his dreams. It's like, I'm 6 feet tall and I beat the crap out of everybody. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Thomas. Sam. Sam looks amazing. Stand up, Sam. Oh, yeah. Superfine Vulcans. That's what I'm talking about. You guys, real quick, we kind of started late, so I want to make as much of the time as we can. So, I know that we have a lot of questions, and I want to answer as many as I can. How many of you were at SuperCon last weekend? Anybody? I know some of you were. I know you were. Oh, my darling. I know you were. Yes? I'm so happy you're here. We had a great time last weekend. We premiered our 9th episode of Star Trek Continues.
And it was excellent.
Now, for those of you that are like, what is all this Star Trek stuff he's talking about? I am a huge Star Trek fan. Like, hardcore. Like, when I was a little boy, it was all Star Trek all the time. I drove my mother insane. She hated it. Because it was all I ever talked about. You know what I mean? She used to call it Star Trash. Because it made her so crazy. And my Uncle Paul used to tease me about it. He'd be like, oh, Dr. Spock, beep, 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 Dr. Spock. And I'm like, it's Mr. Spock! I mean, you know, because I was so obsessed with it. I'm like, don't you call it Dr. Spock. Mr. Spock. There are even home movies of me. Sam, have you seen my home movies of me 10, 11 years old on YouTube cosplaying as Captain Kirk?
In your bathroom.
Before it was called cosplay. That's how long we're talking about. There was no such term as cosplay. I got my mom to teach me to use a sewing machine so I could make my own uniforms. And I was like, this is me. I was that big around. I was like 95-year-old Vic Mignogna, 95-year-old, 95 pounds. Captain Kirk.
95.
Spook! 95 pounds, 10 years old, and like scrawny little Vic Mignogna. Actually, I was Victor. Before I went away to boarding school, I was Victor. And then when I went away to school, I'm like, I've got to change my persona. I'm gonna change my name. I'm gonna tell everybody my name is Vic, right? Starting over. Victor just has a bad ring. It sounds like the punk who beat you up for your lunch money. You know what I mean? Victor. It just sounds like a bad dude. So, but yeah, so I loved Star Trek. And so now fast forward many years, and I started a web series, Crow. I like the way you look. Those are some nice legs you got there. I'll drink to those legs. I started a web series so that I could get to basically pay tribute and pay homage to a show that when I was a little kid, I mean, it inspired me to do a lot of the things that I do professionally now, which is kind of cool, you know? When I was a little kid, I never acted. I was just, 11, 12-year-old kid. And then I watched Star Trek and I'm like, ooh, I want to do what those guys are doing. Like, I want to tell stories and I want to create these emotions and move people the way those episodes would move me. So I would go to school and audition for school plays for the first time. I'd never done anything like that. And then I would watch the episodes and they would flip open those communicators and I would go, oh, I want to make one of those. But I'd never made anything in my life. So, and like there was probably a little voice in my head that's like, who do you think you are? You can't make things. You never made anything. But I gathered balsa wood and duct tape and Elmer's glue and paint and anything I could find and would sit there and watch Star Trek and make communicators and make phasers and tricorders and uniforms and cut. My mother, I would go into the kitchen and steal the aluminum foil and I would cut little badges out of the aluminum foil, and then I would glue them to my shirts, and my mother would go crazy. She's like, you put glue on your shirt, Victor Joseph! You feel me, Sam? You get me? Sam gets me. She gets me. But so you can imagine how much fun it is to be playing Captain Kirk in a Star Trek web series. We've rebuilt the entire soundstage, and we're finishing the original 5-year mission of the Enterprise. You remember at the beginning of the show, Captain Kirk would say, "These are the voyage of the Starship Enterprise. It's a 5-year mission. To explore strange new worlds, seek out new life, new civilization, to boldly go where no man's gone before." So we thought, hey, let's finish the 5-year mission. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the original series of Star Trek was just cut. It was just canceled. In the middle of its 3rd season, it didn't have an ending. It just stopped. And the next time you saw Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock, it was 10 years later. And Captain Kirk had taken a desk job as an admiral. He'd taken a promotion. Spock had gone back to Vulcan. Dr. McCoy just hung it up, walked away, gave up the service altogether. So I'm thinking, what happened in between? Wouldn't it be cool to actually finish the 5-year mission of the Enterprise, return the ship to Earth, and create a beautiful story for why Kirk gave up his ship and took a promotion? Why would Mr. Spock go back to Vulcan to pursue some discipline of purging all remaining emotion? Why would Dr. McCoy walk away from the service altogether? So we've made those stories. We just released episode 9 last week, and episode 10 and 11 are done, and they're being finished up right now, and 10 and 11 is our 2-part series finale of Star Trek. 10 will be released in mid-October, 11 will be released in mid-November. You know what that means, guys? That means there's plenty of time for you to go to our website and watch all the other episodes before the finale, okay? And here's the best part. The price is right. They're free to watch. Somebody's sitting there going, "Yeah, Dick McNabb just trying to get into my purse. He's trying to get me to go subscribe and give him money." Nope, it's all free. This is our love letter to Star Trek. It's our tribute to this show that meant so much to me when I was little. So, hi guys, welcome. I know they're probably, one of the questions is going to be, what are you working on right now? Right? Go ahead, ask me.
What are you working on?
I told you! I prophesied, and it came to pass. I want to say I'm sorry right now. I'm sorry.
I can't. It's funny.
So here's what I'm working on. I made a list. Because I'm old and I can't remember squat. Oh, shut up. I'm old. Hey, shut up.
You're 95 years old.
95 years old. That's right. I already gave up my age, didn't I? I told you. 95 isn't old. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read this list. You're probably going to not have heard of some of these shows. There's a lot of anime out there, you know? Like TV shows, like there are hundreds, and somebody go, hey, have you seen Blood is Blood? You're like, no, is that a show? And you've never even heard of it. So I'm gonna read this list, and some of them you may have heard of them, some of you haven't, that's fine. Unbreakable Machine Doll. Shut up, you never heard of that. Space Dandy. Okay, so I have to tell you my Space Dandy story. So the director calls me one day and he goes, I need you to play a role in Space Dandy. It's Tamaki. And I was like, you had me at Tamaki. I said, so it's like Tamaki? And he goes, no, it's not like Tamaki. It is Tamaki. So I get in there and it's this space dude from another planet, and he's like totally Tamaki. So it's just, how Tamaki can you be? You guys just got here, you can't leave. Gosh. Oh, it's okay, I'm not embarrassing you, am I? Everybody watch them leave. There they go. There they go. Yeah, we'll be back, okay.
That's what they all say.
Lock the door. Carnival. Tokyo Raven. Maji, Sailor Moon, Rock Lee. Okay, there should be more woo-hoo-hoos for Rock Lee. But let me tell you why. Don't just do it because I said that. Because, Naruto fans here? Any Naruto fans? Okay, Rock Lee is like all the Naruto fans Naruto characters as Chibi. And it's freaking hilarious. It's really funny. And what's really fun is that years ago, I auditioned to play Orochimaru. And Steve Bloom got cast, and of course Steve's amazing, so he did a great job. But fast forward all these years, and this Rock Lee show comes out, and they're like, hey, they called me and they said, hey Vic, Steve's not able to do Rock Lee. Didn't you audition for Orochimaru? I'm like, yeah. And they said, well, give us your best Steve Bloom Orochimaru. Like, give us your best impression. We're gonna send you a recording, an audio recording, of Steve doing Orochimaru, and then you send us back your best approximation of it. So I did. And I ended up getting to play Orochimaru after all. So, but it's crazy wacky Orochimaru, so you have to check it out. Let's see, Sailor Moon, Rock Lee, free? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. No, I mean guys, males. Males, come on, boys. Embrace your inner Speedo bathing suit. You know you love it. Okay, I have to tell you my Free story. I love Free. And you know what? I love sharks. That's why I love Free. Because my character, right, Reem, is shark. That's his animal. Okay. What? Oh yeah, hammerheads forever. I'm a great white man myself, but God loves hammerheads. So here's why I love sharks so much. I've been found. Can I tell you my shark story? If you've seen this online, I apologize, but I love the story, so I'm going to tell it. When I was 17 years old, my mom moved to Ocean City, Maryland, right on the beach, on the shore. And so I went back there at the end of school year that year, And there's a bridge that goes across from the mainland to Ocean City. It's the Route 50 bridge. So I was fishing one night off the bridge. I was there with my friend. I can't remember my friend's name. He was a good friend. And we're fishing off the bridge. And suddenly I caught something strong. And my pole like went, my pet will eat your pet.
My pet.
So I was so proud I had a shark. Like 2 days go by, and suddenly, like he's not swimming around much. And I was like, Sherman? Sherman? I'm kicking the bucket, and he starts swimming. Okay. Then it hit me. Sharks swim in salt water, not bathtub water. I was like, oh my God. I gotta take him back. I'm gonna kill him. I have to take him back. He'll die. So I picked up one side of the bucket, and my cousin Robin picked up the other side, and we start walking toward the beach. We lived like right on the sand, so we just really walk over the sand, right down to the surf, right? So we walk down there, and we sit the tub down, and I pick him up, and I'm like, okay, Sherman, thank you for hanging out with me for a couple days. Sorry about the tub bath water. Sorry. And I put him in the surf, and he started to try to swim away. But he was so weak that every single wave, the tiniest wave, every wave would wash him back in. I was like, I was like, oh my God, I'm standing there watching, I'm like, he's never gonna survive. I have to figure something out. So I picked him up, and I just started walking out into the water. Just kept walking. And I got that far, and I'm like, okay, Sherman, I'm gonna let you go now. One more time. And I put him under the water, and he swam away. I know, right? I like to imagine these attacking a fishing boat somewhere right now. He's a 20-footer. 20-footer. And he's killing someone somewhere. Biting off her. They're trying to go, oh, and he goes, but anyway, so I love sharks. So I'm very happy to be a part of Freight. By the way, speaking of Freight, has anyone seen the swim race?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yes.
I gotta tell you about it. Sam, have you seen the swim race? Okay, after we got cast in Free, my cute little brother Todd, my adorable little annoying little brother Todd, was cast as Haru, right? And Haru and Rain are like, they're like childhood friends, but they're like frenemies, they always competing against each other and stuff. At the end of the day, they're friends, but they kind of always challenging each other. So Funimation called me one day, and they said, hey, they called both me and Todd, and they said, hey, we want to do a promotion thing. Would you guys be willing to actually do a swimming race, you two against each other? And Todd was like, sure. And I was like, yeah, bring it on. Like, I'm a competitor. Like, you name a sport. I played it, loved it, I play hard, I'm an athlete. As soon as we said yes, hung up the phone, I started thinking about how I was gonna whoop his butt. And then I realized, I'm very much of an athlete, and Todd did not play a lot of sports. He's not as much of an athlete, but he's 20 years younger than I am. Like literally 2-0, like that's not an exaggeration. He is exactly 20 years younger than I am. So I'm like, oh crap. He could just win because he's younger, you know what I mean? And he works out all the time. Ugh. I probably shouldn't have said yes so quickly, but I was committed. So we had the race. It's on YouTube. Go check it out.
It's the best.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
It's the best.
Thomas, check that out right away. Okay, where was I? Sailor Moon, Rock Lee, Free. Brothers Conflict. Oh my gosh, have you really seen that?
Yes.
My character's such a dick. There's no other word, you guys. I'm not trying to be crude. He's a tool. Thank you. From my friend in the front row who I was questioned, I prophesied, remember? Durarara. Black Butler. Heroic Legend of Arslan. She knew his name. I love you. What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley, I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Okay, it's a song I just wrote for you called I Love You, Girl.
It's like 2 lyrics.
He's in 8th grade, by the way.
Is that a long time? What grade are you in now? I'm not in a grade, tool. I'm in college.
I'm in almost my last year of college.
Are you really? Come here, come give me a hug. Girl! 8th grade?
Yeah.
Let's not tell people that.
Also, I still have your old email from 2013.
Really?
Yeah, I'm the one that wanted you to come to the New York Comic Con.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. It's so great to finally meet you.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Thank you, baby. Give her a round of applause. She's awesome. Anybody who knows Arslan is okay in my book. Garo, Rage of Bahamut.
Oh, wow.
Mary. I love it. Show by Rock. Show by Rock is awesome. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's already pulled it up. Yeah. Swim race. Too bad. Hey, you guys are lucky that there's no screen in here because I would have shown you this swim race. It would have burned in your eyes forever. Show by Rock was so fun. Ruby. I love Ruby. I love Ruby. Uncle Crow is so much fun. I got the chance to finally go to RTX last couple of weeks ago, and it was so much fun. Lord Marksman of Venatus. I was looking to you. Let's see. Ladybug. God Eater, that's a video game. Battle Battalions, that's a video game. Escaflowne. Any old schoolers here? Funimation redubbed Escaflowne, and it's really cool. And I play the older brother. And guess who plays my younger brother? Aaron Dismute, who played my younger brother in Full Metal. How fun is that? Of course, now he's like 6'5".
What's the anime called?
He went from brother to brother. Battle Battalion, that's fun. World of Winx, Tonare, really? Utaware, Anti-Gang, Aldnoah Zero. This is what I like to call the cricket zone. This is where you read 6 titles and all you hear is crickets. Pillars of Eternity, video game. Fairy Tale? It's about freaking time, right? I think everybody else was cast, and that's why they cast me. I've been begging to be a part of Fairy Tale, and finally, I played this bad guy too. It's really fun. His name is Mark Gear. Yeah, he's cool. Strike Witches. Garo, Crimson Moon, Charlotte, Digimon. I'm playing Matt in Digimon. That's cool. Rio Rainbow Gate, Charger Girl Judah-chan, World of Warcraft, Asterix War, Star Trek Online. Okay, you guys understand why this is so huge? Remember the series I told you that I'm doing? I didn't tell you this, you may know this already, but it's not an official Star Trek series. It's a fan thing that I'm making. It's professional. The quality of it is really good, but it's not official Star Trek. It's not CBS licensed Star Trek. Star Trek Online is. So when they contacted me and said, we want you to play a starship captain. I'm like, I am so there. So I'm officially part of Star Trek now. Where should keep that Yuri on Ice DVD?
It's on his Netflix.
I love it. Yeah, Sonny Strait and I were the commentators. You know, when they're, oh, he's going to try a triple X. Oh, he nailed that one. You know, that kind of thing. No one's ever done that before. The level of difficulty is, you know, that kind of thing. Where was I? Yuri on Ice. Umaru, Joker Game, Nambaka. League of Legends. Any One Piece fans here? You know, I sang like 3 of the One Piece themes, and I played 3 or 4 characters in One Piece, little like episodic characters, and finally, I'm really excited, I'm playing Sabo in One Piece. He's very fun. Am I allowed to talk about that one yet? I don't think so. Okay, Thomas, don't get me in trouble, buddy. You did. You're already trying to. You're a bad influence. On what? Oh, no, I'm talking about one that I'm looking at here that I didn't read. It's a title that I didn't read yet. I better not say. Okay, but there is one that I am allowed to talk about now called The Reflection. Okay, you guys check it out. Don't even. Girl. Yeah, it's a superhero show, and guess who's producing it? Stan Lee.
What?
How cool is that, right? And it looks kind of like comic book style, but it's being made in Japan. It's Japanese anime. It's so cool. Check it out. I play this character named Exxon. X, not the gasoline company. X-O-N. X-O. Exxon. So check it out. And that's the end of my list. Okay, so that's stuff that I'm doing in addition to Star Trek, in addition to coming to conventions to see beautiful people like you, and in addition to what else? Recording, and very, very happy to be here with you guys so much. Okay, I have a big recording session to do on Monday when I get back to LA. So I'm going to try my best. I've already kind of blown it, but I'm going to try my best not to yell too much. And please don't ask me. I'm going to ask you now. Please don't ask me to do like, you know, yelling short rants or anything Broly's ever spoken in Dragon Ball Z. So who has a question? You look beautiful. You are welcome. I want this cable to be longer. Dadgummit. What is your question, my dear? Do I have a second favorite free character?
Yes.
You know, I love Reen's little sister. She's adorable. I do love her. You know, Reen is basically Oran High School and swimming pool, right? Like, you've seen it. In fact, they cast it that way. They're like, let's get Tatum and Habercorn and Greg and, you know, and a lot of the free people. Are you going to make me a longer cord? I would love you. You guys, do you recognize this woman? She's one of the main faces behind Metrocon. Give it up for Mary Reese.
Unplug it, yeah. It's gotta be in.